guys, it's Steve and I. Happy New Year! It's 2020. Wow. The 2010s were an interesting time. I'm not gonna lie, pretty terrible, but I'm optimistic about the next year and the years after that because the longer I live, the better I try to make myself and try to make my life. And that's kind of why I'm here today. I wanted to talk about some of the goals I'm setting for the next year. Typically on New Year's I don't really have like a resolution. I more like have a list of goals I want to accomplish and things I need to work on every day, things I need to work on every month, things I need to finish. And so I have this magical book, which I decorated myself. I want to make myself a better person, which is why I'm working on all of these goals that I have here in this book. A lot of things are going to be different and new. At work, I don't know if I announced this on the channel yet, but at work and in my personal life, at church, and my friends and family, I've asked them to start calling me Steve and I instead of Stephanie because of the transgender. And they're actually being really supportive about it, and everyone's calling me Steve and I, which is the name of this YouTube channel. And it's a nickname I've had for a really long time, so that means a lot that they can use my gender-neutral name. And it's like starting fresh. So my little journal thing here has all kinds of stickers and stuff. It said woman with a plan, and I crossed that out with a star and put man with a plan because of obvious reasons. I quite enjoy that the little ribbon thing for the book is pink and blue, and the cover was pink and blue, so it's like trans flag. That's pretty cool. This is kind of what it looks like on the inside. It has the normal calendar. Here's the calendar of January. Can you see that? Calendar of January. And then you have your weekly. You can write down goals you have every day, things you need to remember. And then at the end of the month, you get a page that looks like this to go back and check off everything you've done, what you need to work on next month, what you need to remember will carry over. You get a little doodle space here also, which is cool. Obviously, since getting the full-time job, things have kind of been crazy. I'm way busier than normal, and I haven't really prioritized exercising, drinking enough water, making sure my food is good for me and not just grabbing something fast. And so I have put notes in here about like what I need to remember every day, trying to make out a meal plan, trying to plan different days to exercise consistently. But the two biggest changes or goals that I've set is, one, I want to learn better Spanish because I am doing the bilingual story time and I'm not fluent, and it makes it difficult sometimes talking to the parents. And so by the end of the year I want to be able to speak it better because I can read a little bit for the most part. I can read a children's book, but to be able to speak it with a person is a little bit more difficult for me, so that's what I want to work on with that. And then the other one is, because of my transition, and I'm moving more towards the man side, I am going to start talking to my doctor about possibly testosterone, taking it so that I can get a little more manly features, my voice get a little lower, possible facial hair, which would be really cool. Not really sure how that's going to go mixing with my other medications or how it'll roll over with people, but that's something I'm looking at, and in the process of being more of a man, being more manly in air quotes, I'm taking on a lot of goals to learn to be more handy because I have always wanted to be like my dad, where he can fix anything. Hey dad, the power went out and we don't know why. Oh, well, you just have to do this thing and flip the switch and blah, 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 and he can fix it. He can fix it so easily. And I want to be able to do that, both for the sake of when I live alone and also because I want to be that handyman. What the heck just happened over there? So each month, I'm focusing on a different type of betterment and... What the heck is going on? Focusing on a different type of betterment and handy skill learning so I can be more useful around the house and be able to help other people also. So for example, January is my plumbing and electrical. And we have some goals of things that need fixing in the house. So we're going to put a new faucet because it's leaking. We're going to change the circuit breakers and label the electrical box more clearly. So I'm going to, in the process of January, be reading about plumbing and the basic electrical And then by the end of the month, I'm going to do these projects with my dad in order to understand it better and get a hands-on learning experience, which I think is going to be really exciting. I also want to work towards reading more, which will help the learning plumbing, for example, and also practicing my instruments more. I'd like to do, because I don't really practice consistently, I'd like to do at least once a week and rotate which instrument it is. But the hardest, the Spanish is probably the hardest, but one of the hardest things is going to be keeping a consistent schedule with the YouTube channel, because I kind of just, I get busy and I don't do anything for a couple of months, and then I start uploading once every couple of days for a month, and it's all super exciting, and then I don't upload anything. It's very inconsistent, and I'm going to do my best to make it more scheduled. So I don't know how much of it is going to be update, like, oh, this is the project we're working on for the month or something, and how much of it is going to be like scripted content where I make like Cooking with Steve and I or something. I'm going to have to figure out a goal for the month. I'd like to upload every other week, so I have a week to film, a week to edit, which makes it easier for me because I have to come home after work and do it. And for example, in the month, I believe I signed the month of May, in addition to doing like a handy thing, I also want to write a song. And I actually have written a song. I'm working on it right now, trying to record it and make it sound professional. I got some new recording equipment. I got a nice mic and a little MIDI synthesizer keyboard, which I've been using to make the song, but it takes time and things get deprioritized because new things come up, and in the holidays I was focusing more on spending time with the family, so that did get pushed back a little bit. So I am making it a goal in the next year because I want to get that done. I want to write more music, I want to play more music, I want to make more videos, and I'm going to be going to VidCon again this year, which is exciting. I also want to keep better track of my finances. Now that I have that full-time job, I'm having a bigger income, and I'm also now starting to pay my own bills, so I'm gonna have my own car insurance. I just switched my phone insurance to Google Fi instead of my parents'. I got my own Kaiser medical insurance, so I need to do more proactive planning and budgeting, which is good. I should have been doing that from the start, but this will be good for me. Okay, I've checked off everything on my to-do list that I wanted to talk about, so I guess I'll sum it up. Everyone, I hope you have a wonderful 2020. For me, it started off great, and I only want to see it get better. I want to make myself better, I want to make my life better, and I'm going to work very hard to try to stick to all of these goals. And there will be some flexibility, like, oh, maybe planning this on this day is not as convenient because of this reason. I'll plan it on another day. But for the most part, I want to stick to these, and I encourage you to make your own goals, plan your own things for 2020, and see where it takes you. I'm excited. Thanks for watching. See you guys.